good. Come sit. I have everything. I have my laptop and I have the book and I have my journal, so I'm ready to start when you are. I have my notes and everything, and yeah, I'm good when you're good. Okay, I was thinking we should start with the slide. Do you want to use a template or just make our own? Because I think a template, and then you can just like decorate it so much that it doesn't look like. That's usually what I do. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go with like a bluish type, like. We have to title it something. So we need to think of a title for it too. Probably like, let's just do like the presentation. Or like the outlook by Alex and, sorry, I don't know how to spell your name. Okay. Okay. Well, I think we should start like the first slide. I think we should start with just like a little introduction and just like explain the topic with like kind of not necessarily like paraphrase it and kind of make it sound like a bit more exciting than it really is. Do you know what I mean? So like introduction and like I don't want to like oversell it or like false advertise, but I want to like the way that I want to describe it in the intro, I want to make it seem as if like I want it to just appear differently than it really is, so then as we go more into the presentation, like the audience like starts to understand it more, and then like maybe we could go back to like we can just use like a short sentence to describe it in the intro and like use it as like that's like the log line kind of, and then we could put it again at the end, and like they could kind of see it differently, you know, like they see it at the start and like read it and are like, okay, like I kind of know like what that is, but then at the end they read it again and are like, wow, that sentence has like a whole new meaning because like I know all this stuff now and like have all this information. Yeah, so I think like we can work on that later, just like a quick little like kind of like cheeky, like funny kind of intro, like just like one sentence, and then let's do the 3 principles, like the 3 main core parts of it, and then we can do like a slide for each part, just like we can do like a quick little summary on like this slide, and then we can go down to the next one, and it can be like 1, 2, 3, and like in detail with like pictures and stuff. Okay. And but the thing is the 3 main parts of it aren't in like any order, so I think we should figure out the order on our own because I think that is important. So I think the first one should probably be, or do you think we should start with symbolism? And we can also work around the order, we can change it up, you know. Okay, and then we can just give like a quick little summary of each one. Just like this means this means this, and then we can go more into detail about how they actually like affect like the topic, and they like work together. Because if we look in here, it should say here. Because there's like a lot of information and like a lot of like different categories that are kind of about like the same thing, just basically about like people and like in the world and like how this affects them. So we could probably put in like 2 to 3 slides, honestly, about like we could do, the first one is just like people, and we could talk about just like how people, like what people are like not in relation to this, and then we could talk about like where it overlaps with people, like where this, and we could maybe do a Venn diagram of like people like everyday life, this topic, and then like, you know, where they overlap. We could do something like that. Because I think it has to have a graph. I think. Where did I keep it? Yeah. It has to have 2 graphs at least. So I think we should do Venn diagram and then maybe like more of a statistic one. So maybe we could do like numbers of like how many people like practice it, how many people know about it, how many people don't even like know about it, kind of thing. But we would have to, oh yeah, do some research. Here. Okay. Okay, well, we can do some fact finding another time, some statistics finding another time, because I think today we should just focus on like the presentation and just like the formatting and just getting that part down, and then we can do like our research, because we don't really know like what we need to research first, right? So I think we should do one people, and then probably culture, how it affects culture, and then traveling and culture are kind of like the same. Activities, or no, like we could do like short-term effects and long-term effects. I think that's a good idea. So we could do a slide for like short-term, and we could talk about how it affects you when you just like start, and like how people perceive it when it just like started, and how perceived it, and how they continue to perceive it. And then we can do another slide for long-term effects, and we could talk about like what happens when you practice it for a long time, and we could talk about like how it affects, like it really gets into your mindset. So we could also talk about the long-term effects are honestly more like related to other people than yourself, I feel like, because it's supposed to be about like your place in the world and how the world affects you, and how you know, like you in the world, like your relationship with it, you know what I mean? So I feel like it's like short-term effects are more about you, long-term effects are more about other people around you in the world and how you see the world, versus like short-term effects are like how the world sees you, long-term are how you see the world, I suppose. Like when you just start practicing it, you know, you change who you are, and people look at you differently. And then when you've been doing it for a long time, it starts to change the way that you view other things, you know? Changes the way things that's fine for today, to be honest, because we have like 6 more weeks to work on this, and it's not really like that big of a project. So honestly, like, I think like this outline is fine, honestly, and then like we can come back and like start doing our research, and then start writing, paraphrasing, and putting it together, decorating. Yeah, but I think this is good for now. I think this is enough information, like a good formatting, but we'll probably add more, like a bit more slides, because I think it needs to be 10. We have 7, but that's okay. Make it work. Okay, well, thanks for meeting with me. I think I'm just gonna I have some other stuff, so yeah, I'm just gonna chill here. Thanks for meeting with me.